Travis Wayne Goodsell. Well, with the breaking news last night about the church rejecting civil marriages in the temples, I got several thumbs down. I don't know why. It's on the church. It's not me. The church was the one who made the announcement. Are you trying to silence me? Are you trying to say that the church is doing a good thing by committing crime? But here's the point. We had a perfect example of what I'm talking about, of an ignorant Mormon making a comment that shows her ignorance and that lacks debate skills. I had obtained the debate qualifications and how they are supposed to score, and this was for junior high kids. You get 1 point at the end of the whole thing for being abusive in your speech, for using ad hominem attacks. That's all you get. That's the worst score. And it's almost like a participation score. So, you shouldn't even give a point for that, but I guess they want people to participate. Anyway, here's the breakdown of it. Her name is Marilyn Watini. She says an hour ago, what are you doing up so early in the morning? Like me. She says the church is perfect. Oh? Well, that's a conclusion statement. What are your premises? Hopefully the rest of her comment will inform me of how the church is perfect. People are not. Oops. So not only is she not convincing me that the church is perfect, she's throwing in a backtracker. You know, she's trying to find an excuse to dismiss my argument, which was not really my argument. The church was doing it. She's trying to justify the church's actions, to establish that the church is perfect. This is ignorance 101. Our prophet is led by the Lord, and things go according to his will. Really? Does it? Have you missed all of my other videos? Have you missed the scriptures that says that if you want to know if a prophet is being led by the Lord or not, you judge him by his fruits? And I did the video where I left it open for these Mormons to let loose on how they follow Lucifer. No one's taken me up on that. It's an open platform. Go and expose yourselves, Mormons. Why do it knowing I'm hiding your comments for review? If you don't understand this, it's on you. Is it? Do I not? See, again, she's doing the, our prophet is led by the Lord, things go according to his will, and therefore I'm the one who's wrong because I don't understand this. And I'm the one who's denying, when it's she who's denying the scriptural command to judge by fruits, not by being in the position by fruits. Big difference. Maybe these people, now she's referring to another segment other than the civil marriages being canceled in temples. She's going to the other church news about the article of collections of mental ill people who the church acknowledges the reality of mental illness. And I went over about how I know detailed information that I've gone over it in other videos, going over the dichotomy versus non-dichotomy classifications and how it's different than science because they're using it on behaviors and trying to claim it as science, all that nonsense. And so here she's justifying on behalf of the prophets again. Again, church is perfect, prophets led by the Lord according to his will. So she's got to explain how the prophets are perfect, or the church is perfect and the prophets are led by the Lord. She's now speculating. Maybe these people need a blessing before they are deemed to have a mental illness. Really? A blessing to cure what doesn't exist. But she goes a step further into her ignorance. For demons and devils are running amok. Oh boy. Now she's calling the mentally ill demon possessed. Good job, Marilyn. Good job. You went into the bigot range. Good job. And so this, I now get to clarify what a demon and a devil worship possessed person really is, Marilyn. And we know this by who you choose to follow. If you follow God, you become a godly person. That's your fruits. That's how we know you're a godly person, is because you do those things by listening to the Spirit and fulfilling them. Similar in regular life, you get an idea to build a boat, like Noah, like Nephi. You actually go through the process of building a boat. You don't sit back and say, oh yeah, I got inspiration once to build a boat. Oh, it was a beautiful boat in my mind. A spiritual witness told me it's true. Where's the fruit? No boat. Just like Book of Mormon. How can you say it's true? No plates. You gotta have plates. And so this concept of whether you are good or bad is based on who you follow, whose precepts, whose principles you follow and fulfill. It's that fulfillment part. Marilyn has fulfilled it by opening her fingers on her little cell phone, most likely. And of course, as I covered in the video that nobody wants to openly comment, I refer to Moses chapter 4. These are the precepts of Lucifer. I will redeem all mankind, not one soul be lost, and I will do it, give me the honor. That was rebellion. Sought to destroy the agency of man. So what is she doing? She's saying mentally ill are demons who need to be exorcised. She's labeling them as not human to justify blessing them or locking them away from society and drugging them when they don't have a mental illness. In other words, they had a behavioral problem about the church. Church isn't true. Lock him up! He's possessed by a devil! He's mentally ill! This is what I warned is going to be done in Utah. I got insider information from the University of Utah. They're going to increase mental patients. Going to increase. This is a deliberate attack that they are plotting and planning. And I got insider information. I got the signed document. Dear God. And so, yes, what does a person who's possessed do? They lie. Marilyn. They deceive. Marilyn. They blind men to lead them captive at his will, because they will not hearken to God's voice, the inspiration that shows your fruit to be good. That's all it is. And so when you have Mormons running amok, being at the Capitol insurrection, when you have Mormons raping, pillaging, plundering, murdering, and if you're saying, oh, Mormons don't do that, really? There are no bishops from southern Utah who says, oh, I'm just trying to help these underage girls. Or the boys at BYU. I have to grope a woman every day because I have a problem. You're not listening to the news, and probably because there's too much negative stuff. It's not faith promoting. You need to have the news start doing more stuff about how to bake goods and do program plugs that are illegal, as John Oliver exposed Utah on 2 such issues. This is not a difficult doctrine, Mormons. Why are you making it so complicated? Because when you backtrack, when you justify the church, you're getting the church in a deeper hole, and it's on you, because you're the one doing it, Marilyn. This comes from your mind. Your mind is thinking this way. This is ignorance 101. This shows you have no knowledge of the church, no knowledge of the gospel, no knowledge of theology, no knowledge of scripture, no knowledge of church history. I know you by the words that you are thinking. I identify what you are saying is wrong. And what you are trying to do is Lucifer's plan, which means you're the one possessed by demons. And it's all by your fruits. It's not a complicated gospel, Mormons. Why are you doing this? You're trying to get people to accept the lies, and you get angry. Oh, if you don't understand this, it's on you. There are demons running around. Oh, are you possibly trying to indirectly infer that me, for telling the truth, as I've done videos revealing the real church history of what happened, as I do videos correcting the doctrine back to what Joseph Smith had it, and the theology, and about scriptures. I'm expounding all scriptures to you. Nelson comes out in conference and declares Israel to be white supremacist. And if you don't know that, it's because you don't know Hebrew translation. Because Nelson says, oh, I had to go to Hebrew scholars to tell me that there's another definition than the obvious one. Because I'm all involved in the gathering, I know it all. And so I'm going to use the white supremacist definition rather than the one that refers to the gathering. Do you not understand, Mormons? I did the work. I produced the fruit. Nelson deceived you. And you fell for it because of your ignorance. Because you have chosen to be possessed with demons and devils.